Well, hello everybody. It's been a little while since I've done a my point of view either. No, I'm just getting back to work on the layout. Well, on the shed, so that way I can get to work on the layout. I'm gonna let you guys know something. And yeah, that's the new dog, Duke. Bad dog. Tearing up too much stuff. I'd like to say to all the dairy farmers out there, and I don't think many of them watch the channel, but I got a lot of friends who are dairy farmers, namely the Smith family, as well as the Shrivers, which I don't even know if there's any of them still in dairy production, but you're local to my area, and I do know you. I know there's a Shrivers Meats that are still open, but the Charlie Shriver I used to work for in New Windsor, he's long been gone. I'd like to say happy Dairy Month, and thank you for producing a food source we desperately need. So thank you, dairy farmers, for all your help with dairy products, and I hope everybody has thanked a farmer this month. I know it's the 30th of July, well, June, but it's Dairy Month, so celebrate your Dairy Month. I also want to know if any of my friends ever need me. They are more than free to call me up. You know, I don't care if it's the middle of the night or something. You know, let me know if you're dealing with anything. I'll try to help you out, because it is also Men's Mental Health Month. And I hope you all enjoyed a happy Father's Day. There's nothing else really going on this month, so yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody. I know it's a bit late, but happy Father's Day. There's no other conceivable celebrations that I can think of in my head. There's nothing else. Public insanity, but that's an everyday occurrence. Why is anybody celebrating that? As for naked people around children, put some damn clothes on. Y'all freaks. That's pedophilia if I ever seen it, and you should have been shot. Period. That has nothing to do with your sexual orientation or anything else. You're just sick. It's that simple. You can be happy about something without being naked in front of children. That's just sick. And y'all should have been arrested for public indecency. That's animal-like behavior. You can be respectful and still have pride. No, I do not celebrate this month for that reason. Matter of fact, it makes me sick to my stomach that anybody would even think that that kind of behavior is appropriate anywhere in public. And that has nothing to do with being gay, straight, trans, or anything else. That's just sick-minded behavior, and it needs to stop. Alright, that's my point of view. Now to get on to more serious matters. We now know pretty much for a fact, and I'm talking 90% sure, that Biden has taken many, many bribes from China, totaling in the millions of dollars. And y'all thought Trump was bad. Trump's being indicted for papers that by law he can declassify. By law he can keep, even if they are classified. Bill Clinton kept tapes, audio tapes of classified conversations. Alright? Audio tapes of classified conversations. Anything happened to him? No. Presidential Records Act. As president, he had the right to keep them. He had the right to keep them sealed. And hold on to them even as classified documents. So, yeah, the charge of there was classified documents at Donald Trump's place is bullcrap. We all know it. And it doesn't take much to read into the Presidential Records Act that says the president can keep anything from his term in office, period. If it passed on his desk, he is allowed to keep it. That's not even criminal. And guess what? The only thing that the records department can even say is, we'd like to have that back. If he says no, you're screwed. The only thing you can do is ask please. That's it. And that's stated in the law. So there's nothing else that can be done. But yet, anybody below the seat of president, senators, House members, representatives, even the vice president cannot take a single record home. Not one. Joe Biden's got things dated back to the 70s that he took home that are supposed to be in a classified SCIF, which a SCIF is just a room with a bunch of file boxes, and somebody works that office, will go fetch you the document, bring it to you, let you read it under their supervision is supposed to be, and when you're done with it, they take it, put it back in its file, put it back in its filing cabinet. That's a SCIF. I've been in one or two myself, and I don't even have top secret clearance. But guess what? I wasn't allowed to check anything out or read anything. The only way that that could happen was if somebody read me in, meaning that, yes, I'm in the SCIF, but I'm in the SCIF with a general or a lieutenant or a captain. They're getting the document, they're reading it, and they tell me what I need to know of it. That's it. There is nothing more than that. And yes, that was a military SCIF. And guess what? Wasn't nothing but MPs around, and everything was under lock and key. You wasn't getting none of it. So how in the world these senators go into these SCIFs, get these pieces of paper, which you know you can't leave to go to a photocopy machine with at all. You can't make a photocopy of it. You can't take any of those records out. It's just a room, bunch of documents. You go in, you read what you want, you put it back. It's like the reference area of the library, only it's a lot more secure. So how in the world they got any of these documents to their homes is beyond me. Because they don't leave those SCIFs until they're declassified. The only time they leave is when there's a transfer of documents, and that's under secure guard, an armored truck going back and forth between National Archives and that SCIF. That's it. Alright, bigger picture. Alright, we just recently found out that little Hunter Biden, he's I'm gonna be macho man, decided to go after a Chinese representative in a pretty threatening email. They have multiple limited liability corporations that get pretty much just money bounces between the two. You know, there's somebody that this law was made up for because he was using it for tax evasion clear back in the 1920s, and that's what finally busted him. And they actually made this a law that you couldn't make up a bunch of LLCs and bounce money in between the two of them. And that was little fat pudgy Al Capone, who was bouncing his illegal booze money between one to another, making it harder to track the money that was going into his bank account. So yes, you might have bought booze from him one day, but Monfield finally received the money. And you better make sure that he receives that money, because if not, you're kind of screwed. That's what got him. It's a little scheme called racketeering. Racketeering is a felony. It's a Class A felony that you can also not only receive 35 years for, but if you have enough counts, you could receive the death penalty. Selling state secrets or selling off your position to influence the government in a way some other foreign government seems fit, that's above racketeering. That's treason. And with treason, you find a big tall tree and a short piece of rope and you let them swing. I doubt that that's going to happen to that 80-some-year-old man. But I think we really need to take a good hard look at our government and maybe vote some people out that really shouldn't be in there, because they're in there for all the wrong reasons. And it ain't to help the little guy, because I'll tell you what, Every time there's a Democrat president, my bank account stays empty. I can't even catch up. Under Donald Trump, I had money put back. I was able to go on vacations. I was able to actually enjoy life. The middle class was actually coming to me because I was able to make it. Now I'm poor again. I'm not happy. I'm so stressed out, I don't even get 5 hours of sleep every night. So think about that next time you want to vote for a D next to a name. Because there's people out there like me that are struggling and trying to actually make something of themselves, that are broke, that are poor, and can't get a step up because everything wants to step in their way. I want the government out of my way. I want freedom for everybody. We can't get that under this. So hopefully you guys make 2024 a better choice. I know who I'm voting for, and I don't care who knows it. The stickers are all over my truck. The flags are flying. And we need him back. Have a good one.